What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And bright sunshiny day today. It is a little chilly today. It's like 47. Not quite as warm as it was yesterday, but I don't give a crap. It's not snowing, it's not cloudy, so I'll definitely take it. So the dilemma I've got today is I need to get these two giant boxes, which you were introduced to yesterday. I need to get those out to Dover's garage. As you well know, I don't own a truck at this juncture, which that is coming if you caught one of the earlier videos. So, the dilemma is I have to see if I can fit these two giant boxes in the beater to get them out to Dover's garage. Now, whether or not I can make that happen or not, I don't know, but we're about to find out. As you can clearly see, success. Once again, the beater comes through, and I am riding with two very large boxes from Maximum Motorsports containing all of my front suspension. And if you caught the video yesterday, you got to see all the parts, and my God, this thing is going to be absolutely phenomenal when I'm driving it, and the way it handles. And yeah, watch the video yesterday and you get to see me all giggity and stuff. But anyway, car's loaded up and we're headed to Dover's garage to drop these parts off and say hello to our favorite Fox body. Check on Scott's. I think they're in the middle of shaving the engine bay at this point. So that's what we're doing. Let's roll. We made it. Oh, man. Alright, first thing I gotta do, get this door open so we can get the massive boxes in, because they are not coming through the side door. Uh-oh, there's Scott's K-member. Actually, that presents a good opportunity because I've got my K-member out. This stock K-member's out. So next time I come out here, I'm going to bring a scale with me, and we're going to do a little weigh-in action, just because I want to know. Alright, lights. There we go. Oh, yes. Deep in Scott's car. They have been busy. Scott, I hope you're watching. In process. You got these panels in, these in, and then the fillers back there. So kind of in process, but that's how an engine bay smoothing begins. And you can see the firewall, and that hole's filled there. It's gonna look good. It's all just kind of mocked up right now, and obviously everything's gonna be welded and filled and all that good stuff. But yeah, let me turn this down a little bit so you can hear. But anyway, let's see. Scott's engine is dressed, looking good. Got all the power by the hour brackets on. It's ready to rock and roll, and the Mustang timing cover is already on, fresh and clean. And then over here is yours truly's, yours truly engine. It's just sitting here, wondering and waiting when it's gonna go in the car. Hopefully soon. We've got another piece of the puzzle. But if anybody needs any parts, I have a complete engine harness here, ready to rock and roll. And also have a very nice BBK X pipe, 4 shorty headers with brand new oxygen sensors. But anyway, let's get down in here, get this door open so we can get some of these boxes in. And there's my baby. Okay, don't mind the darkness. We're gonna try not to trip over the mower. If I can find this light. Way back in there. Aha! Light. And open this door up so we can get some parts in. Okay, the 2 massively large boxes are maneuvered in here, and I think Jeremy's about to run out of space too, but I got him in here. Anyway, yeah, Jeremy's got a ton of parts here. Looks like got a control pack here, pedal and all that. In just a second, I'm going to pull those pedal brackets out of the trunk from Scram Speed and show you kind of how they bolt up. But there looks like the 6R80 harness for Scott's car. And then here we have the UPR tubular modular K-member for Scott's car. And it looks like all of Scott's suspension and brakes and steering rack and all that. And then, of course, my poor child that's sitting here. Yeah, in case you couldn't tell, I'm seriously, I'm kind of at a crossroads with this car, because there's a lot more to this project that I'd like to do. And my dilemma is, do I just get the Coyote in it and do the best I can as far as that goes, get it back on the road, and then tackle something next season, or do I just go full bore with it while it's apart right now? And when I say full bore, I mean the interior stuff, the wheels and brakes, and I've talked about doing the engine bay before, and I really don't know the answer to that. That's a tough call. And kind of like your opinion, you know, do I let it stay down? Because if you've been following the channel, you know that this car kind of isn't really famous, but it's become known for driving to all these events. And you know, starting early March, you know, all the events start up again and the car needs to be there. But it's not that nobody would understand, it's just kind of, you know, this is something that I've been building for quite a while. It's taken me a long time to build it, and I really wanted to have the car out and done and there and at these events as promised. But the other part of me says, while it's taken apart, just go all the way with it. And I don't know. So you tell me, what's your opinion? Should I just slap the Coyote in it, get it rolling, and fool with something next year? Or should I extend the build a little bit and really tackle, you know, the engine bay, the interior, the brakes, you know, all that other stuff? I don't know. So drop a comment in the bottom. Let me know. Tell me what you think. All right, so like I was saying, you saw the pedal brackets that I brought at Scram Speed, and got it up here with the pedal. But this is basically how it goes on. I don't have it quite lined up here, but I'm trying to hold it. But anyway, bolts to the pedal there, and then bolts to the firewall. Replaces your stock gas pedal because it's drive-by-wire. But nice beefy billet piece, so anything billet is good. I love billet. But anyway, all right, so we got all that unloaded, and head back up here. So like I was showing you earlier, this is somewhat of what I want to do to my engine bay. I haven't really decided exactly how far I wanted to go yet. And it's something that's really been bothering me as far as what I need to do with the car, and I've been thinking about it more and more. And I know that it's taking a while, And if I add more projects to it, it's going to take even longer. So half of me wants to say, let's just throw it together, get it running, and we can tackle other stuff later. And the other part says it's already a part. Just go ahead and do the work. And I really don't know, to be honest with you. The budget is tight. And so if I was to add more things to this build, then the build is going to take considerably longer, possibly up to a year or so. But, and it just depends on what parts I go with. But the main thing to think about when you're doing a build is, if you've got the time, if the car doesn't have any obligations, then what I would do by all means is to take your time, do everything you want to do at once. And, while you're, scraping together funds or waiting on parts, there's a lot of other small projects you can be doing as well. My situation's a little different, with the car having to be at different events and stuff like that and kind of represent, my company. But so what I'm saying basically in a nutshell, I don't know that I'm actually saying anything. I'm just kind of sitting here thinking out loud. But if your car is in a situation where it doesn't have to be driven, obviously, like daily, and it doesn't have any obligations to be anywhere, I say by all means go full bore with it, do it all at once, and enjoy the car when it's done. Not that the car is really ever done, but get as much done as you want. If you want to do interior and smooth the engine bay and brakes, then by all means do that. Me, on the other hand, I've got a very tight budget. The car has obligations to be places and represent my company. And I've also got a tight budget. So, major dilemma, and I'm still scratching my head. Don't know what to do. All the suspension stuff is here. Good stuff. And then, of course, I got my power by the hour pedal scram sweep pedal bracket. And then we've got the Dakota digital cluster back there. So, parts are piling up, and I actually do have a few things I can actually do now. Get all the front suspension out of the car, get the engine set down on the K-member, and that's pretty much ready to go. I do need to handle headers first, so I actually cannot set the engine on the K-member just yet. But we can get all the coilovers and stuff together, get the old K-member out, which will take all of 10 minutes because everything else is already out of the car. Get the pedal mounted, get the Dakota digital cluster installed, and on to bigger and better things. More parts, and the parts list I need to order is kind of extensive, and that's something that I'm going to talk about in tomorrow's upload. Just kind of go over everything that I've got to order, what I'm lacking, all that good stuff. So keep it tuned for that. You're kind of up to speed as far as the parts that I've got right now, and so now there's quite a bit more parts that we got to get. So never-ending process, but obviously lots of things to think about and ponder and get figured out with this build. Trust me when I say there's a lot to it, and if you're considering this build, I want you to know there is a lot to it. And when I say there's a lot to it, it's not just the fact that I'm swapping to Coyote. Like I said, there's several different projects that I want to do with the car, and I don't, kind of at a point where I don't know exactly how far I should go or how far I shouldn't go to get the car done. So leave me a comment, like I said, down at the bottom. Tell me what your opinion is, what you think, what you would do. And in the meantime, if you like this upload, please give me a big thumbs up and make sure you smash that subscribe button. And I'll be back with you tomorrow with lots more stuff. Later, guys.